Hey everybody, it's just gone 5:30. It's Sunday the 18th of May today. Just have a quick walk around the plot and show you a few of the things that have been going on. A few of the things that have changed, a few things I've planted out. We'll start on the left as always. I've had to give the rhubarb a bit of a trim, pull some of the thicker stalks up because it's just blotting everything out. I can't open the low tunnel far enough for it to not snap back on me, so I've took some of the bigger stuff out. I doubt very much we're going to eat it anyway, but there we have it. I've had to put 2 cages over the row of radish because the pigeons have found it, so they've just started eating all the tops out of it. I'm sure it's part of the brassica family, which I think is why they eat the leaves on it. I've just put in I don't know whether you can see it, this row here, another row of fresh seed of turnips today. It's about the 4th sowing I've done now. Nothing's come up, so that's better, mostly. Gonna stay? No, the wind's blowing it shut. Anyway, carrots are going great guns. Will not be long now before I'm taking these. Let's put one up and have a look. Oh, actually, yeah, another week I reckon. Another week and I reckon we'll be alright with those. That'll not go to waste. I'll wash that in a second and I'll eat it. So shut the lid down. There's nothing germinated from the extra parsnip seed that I put in last week, but it does take ages and ages and ages to germinate anyway, so we'll just have to wait and see with that. Main crop potatoes, they're up apart from the one. Strawberries, we've had a few pickings off those again already. These potatoes, they've got flowers on now, so that means they're forming potatoes underground, so they're not far from the plate now. The rats are back, unfortunately. They're eating the strawberries. There's not really a lot I can do about it. I don't know where they're coming from, obviously from a neighbouring plot somewhere. They're not on mine anymore, but never mind. So the ducks have left us a present as well. I don't think that'll be there long, because the rats will just eat that as soon as they find it. But yeah, we've had a few pickings of these strawberries. That's the lupin that I put a video up on. It's absolutely amazing. It's doing a far better job than I can. Nature does. It's had no help from me at all. A few bits and bobs in here. The next succession of lettuce is there. There's a few flowers that we bought from home because we don't need it. We don't need them. All the pots and the tubs are all full of flowers now. We've got a few of the pumpkins through. These are French marigolds. Those are the melons that are potted on. It's only 3 of them have survived out of all of them. The rest of them have all died. But I did read up, apparently they don't like being transplanted anyway, so that's probably why they've all died. Some lemongrass there, the fuchsia. This greenhouse is all getting cleaned out next week. These are, believe it or not, 90% of that are all tomatoes that have self-sown, plus a load of lupins. The garlic, I think we've took most of the scapes off now. The scapes have all pretty much gone off all of it now. The new leaves that are coming out seem to be coming out without rust on. Whether they'll get rust or not, I don't know. But either way, doesn't really matter. I've put this long bed back into service now. I've taken a massive gamble and put the sweet corn out. There's still plenty of time to sow some more if the worst happens, but I don't think it will. So that's all 15 plants out now. They were getting absolutely ridiculously big. They grow so fast. So we'll see what happens with them. I'm going to save in this space. I'll put some tomatoes and some other bits and bobs in here. Sweet peas, they keep stopping and starting. I'm not quite sure what's going on with them, but still, I've given them some more feed today. These are the courgettes. I've put those out. It's another risk I'm taking. I'm kind of thinking it's got its own little sort of microclimate here now, so if it does drop cold, it probably won't affect anything too much. These are the digitalis that I moved. I'm glad I moved them now and not threw them away. From the Calabrese, by the Calabrese. In the long bed here. Both the apples, the spaliers, I've had a trim. And I've given them a very early summer pruning because they're just going absolutely nuts. Couldn't get past this one. I've had to trim it. So just remember, if you are pruning, summer pruning, take them back to about 4 buds. Hopefully they'll get a build up of potassium in those bits that are left in those 4 buds, and then they'll throw some flower buds at you, and you'll have some extra apples on your tree. Onions are having water. I've got the irrigation system. I don't know how well you can see that, but it is on. Jerusalem artichokes. These are really good. I love these leaves. They're really rough. Apparently they have a really pretty yellow flower on, so I can't wait for that either. Strawberries in. The giant strawberries in here, they are looking like they're going to be very big strawberries. So, ever cynical me to believe, but we'll soon see. A free greenhouse, the tomatoes, there's no issues with them. I've potted on the 3 red peppers, sweet peppers. So hopefully the slug-proof shelf thing that I've built will work. The 2 aubergines underneath, they've picked up, they've started growing really well. These are the outside tomatoes. I'm really not brave enough to put these out just yet. Now I will, as much as I'm itching to do it, I'm definitely going to be leaving them for another 2-3 weeks at least, until we're into June. So anyway, the indoor ones are doing fine. I'm going to take those peas out. I don't know why I put them there. Self-sown tomato, that's going great. Back to the giant strawberries. They are turning out to be pretty big. We'll see what happens then. Whether the rats will get them first or not, I don't know, but either way. It's on the carrot. This has just been alive with bees all day. Well, all afternoon that I've been up here. And these are the raspberries. And these little triangles that you keep seeing everywhere are where I've scraped the wood chips back, thrown marigold and some other bits and bobs. I think little cornflower seeds. I've thrown them down. And we've got some germination from them, so we'll see what happens with them. Broad beans in flower now. Not been long before we've got some broad beans. I need to take this sorrel out because it's just kind of taking over. But I'll get around to that at some point. Peas are going great. Probably the best peas I've ever grown in all of the years I've been up here. These Sutton Dwarf broad beans are all in flower now. I've had a picking, or we've had a picking of the lettuce. It's very tasty. These are the Perillias. I don't know whether to put them in there or not. I might just put them back in there. Right, so I've had to tie these ferns up because the wind's blowing them over. Apparently it's not a good thing if they fall over and break, because it stops the goodness going back to the roots for next year. So I've just done that. I've also had to have a tidy up of the kind of wildlife area. I know we're not supposed to, but it was looking an absolute mess. You couldn't actually see the pond, it was that overgrown. So that's like a pinky red lupin that I put in years ago. I actually keep forgetting they're there. There is another, I think there's 2 or 3 of them in there, or there were 2 or 3 of them there. There's only seems to, oh no, there's 2 growing there. So and that's the mystery plant. I think it's sweet rocket. It smells absolutely fantastic. So anyway, happy days. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.